Hey, what's going on, guys? Bill Slayer here. I kind of want to do a little update video about some stuff that I've been hearing on the news lately. There's been a lot of talk about violent video games, and if you guys know what I'm talking about, you can either continue watching for my point of view on it, or you can leave the video now. It's totally up to you. But I saw on CNN News how someone was blaming violent video games for all the mass shootings that have been going on as of late. And I kind of wanted to just put my little 2 cents in there. Whether or not I'm right or wrong, just respect my point of view on it. I'm not really bashing anyone in particular. Actually, I'm not bashing anyone at all. Um, your point of view is your point of view. Whatever you think is whatever you think. I am just saying my views on it. My views obviously won't coincide with your views. They're gonna be totally different views. Um, but this is just what I think of it. You can think something different, and I encourage people to post either reply video or whatever with your point of view on it because I do want to learn more about it. I want to know what the public has to say about it because there is a lot of things going on that I do and don't agree with. People say that violent video games like Halo are too realistic and they are combat simulators and they are teaching our kids to shoot a gun and how to go out and commit these heinous crimes of mass murder. And I would just like to say that people who think that are full of shit. Um, Straight up full of it. I I've never shot a gun. Well, I mean, I've shot a pistol. Don't go shooting normally. Okay. The times that I do shoot is with an adult, using my grandpa and my mom. But I, if you gave me a gun, if you went to me and gave me a gun and told me to reload it, strip it, clean it, and change the barrel out or change a part out or whatever, I would look at you like you're stupid. um, I would sit there and ask you how on earth do you expect me to do all these things? Yeah, but anyways, I've gone shooting a few times and I don't know how to do these things. I, on the other hand, played hours and hours and hours of video games. I on this game in particular, I've played at least let's see, what time is it now? It's about 5 o'clock. I've played since 9 in the morning. It's 5 in the afternoon right now. But you don't go around and see me putting a bow and arrow to someone's face and setting it on fire and shooting them, or throwing on poison bombs and killing people. You don't see that. I play video games for hours on end, and I don't understand why people think that's a combat simulator. I've played Black Ops for quite some time. Doesn't mean that I know how to call in an airstrike or get my hands on an airstrike or get my hands on an assault rifle or anything like this. I don't understand why people think that just because you can do it in a game, you can do it in real life. It doesn't work that way, guys. It doesn't. Tell me, do you think Mario's a violent video game? I might get a few Mario fans upset, but do you think Mario's a violent video game? A little fat man running around and stomping on turtles, jumping over lava pits, things like that. Do you guys don't find that violent or bad in any way? Well, I have some news for you guys. That is completely wrong because he promotes drug use. You know that? He actually promotes drug use. That little mushroom or whatever it's called, I don't know if there's like a certain name for it, but that little mushroom that he eats to gain a life or whatever, that promotes drug use. You can't post that. Come on, guys, that's bad. Don't do that. No. Kids know. If someone's playing Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft, I don't know why I say Grand Theft. Anyway, Grand Theft Auto, they don't kill strippers and go out, I want to go on a mass murder killing spree. Yeah, let's go run people over all over my town. No, you don't see that. If you play Grand Theft Auto and want to go kill 1,000 people because you want to get extra cash, there's a pre-existing problem. There is something physically and mentally wrong with you. There is a problem way before you wanted to play Grand Theft Auto. There is no way that a normal person plays Grand Theft Auto and wants to go shoot people because they saw it in a video game. There's no way. If any of y'all know anything about psychology, there's a thing called social learning. Social learning is you take what you have in your social structure, like let's say MTV. You take MTV, and there's a lot of new fashions coming out, like snapbacks and all these other things and whatnot. And you see a lot of people buying snapbacks. All right. Do you see a lot of people buying AR-15s, or buying M4 carbine assault rifles, military standard issue, because they saw it on Black Ops? No. Do you see people buying tanks because they saw it in World of Tanks? Do you see people going out and eating mushrooms because they saw it on Mario? Do you see people, let's see, what's another thing that's in video games now? Do you see people buying Lamborghinis because they can go 100 miles an hour down a road and run through a crowd of people? You don't. Social media is what keeps us from going insane. They keep us normal, or the I guess what we would call normal. You don't do these type of crimes because you saw it on a video game. There has to be something wrong with you pre-existing, some kind of family abuse or things like that add up over time, and that's really, for the most part, is what causes these type of behaviors to come out. Now, I'm not going to say that no one has ever gotten the idea to shoot up a school because they saw because of a violent video game. But in all honesty, people blaming Call of Duty Black Ops, people blaming any type of shooter game that's out in general for these violent crimes, name one time where shooting up a school, shooting up a mall full of innocent people has ever been put into these games. Tell me. I've played all the Call of Duties, yet to see a mission where I shoot up a school full of innocent children, innocent people, bystanders. The only thing that I see in those type of games are people fighting terrorists. But then again, that's not the point. It's a combat simulator. No, it's not, guys. We all know this. That is the most unrealistic thing to ever hit the market. So, I'm not saying that no one has ever committed a crime because of violent video games. That is not true. I can't say that and sleep at night because that's not true. There are people who have actually done it. But for all the people giving video games heat, I think it's wrong. In all honesty. And I really want to see. I really want to hear y'all's views on this subject, because I know it's been a really kind of a hot debate that's been going on as of late. I know. I think it was a senator said a few days back that violent video games are what have been causing all these shootings and all these violent behaviors in children nowadays. I honestly, y'all know how I feel about it. I don't think that is true. But take this scenario. I know this is a scenario that's been going on as of late. If the government wants to take away our guns, all right, say they want to take away our weapons, our amendment to the right to bear arms, they want to take that away from us. What's stopping a convicted criminal from buying a weapon off the black market, off of some gang who lives in his neighborhood, off of whatever, and going down the street and robbing Bill down the street who had his weapon taken away from the US government because him having that weapon contributes to people wanting to kill other people. There's a popular slogan been going around that says, guns don't kill people, video games do. And I honestly don't think that that is true. I have yet to see a game that is realistic enough to show me how to reload a weapon, how to, let's see, how to reload a weapon, how to load a tank, how to call in an airstrike, how to decapitate someone properly, how to skin someone alive, how to do all these other things, but yet people think that every person who plays a video game is mentally disturbed and will go out and commit these crimes. Last time I was in a police station for anything was not because I shot someone, was not because I was carrying around a weapon. It wasn't because I was threatening people. It's because my house was robbed. That was the last time I was in a police station. In the 1900s, in the early 1900s, actually, I could be mistaken on the date, but I'm like 95/90% positive this is when it actually happened. But in the late 1800s, the Turkish government took away the weapons of the people. And what happened? Mass murder. That is what happened. Hitler once said that if you take away the weapons of the people, they lose all will to fight. Now, last time I checked, isn't that somewhat to an extent what the US government wants us to do? To lay down our weapons, our private weapons, so that people will feel safe at night? But in all actuality, people who feel safe are the people who have hundreds and hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars worth of security equipment all around their house just because they made it a little farther in life than someone else did. Those are the people who feel safe because they know that their children go to a private school who has security guards. But in all honesty, those people aren't even half as safe as anyone else. Fancy gates and big walls and whatnot stop certain people, yeah. But what's going to stop a bank robber from breaking into a bank? From breaking into a bank and robbing it? He's not an average citizen who thinks, oh, you know what? I saw this on The Heist, and I wanna reenact this because I think that it's pretty cool. No. He is someone who has either had a past criminal record, or is there something severely wrong with him? You don't see the average Joe walking around killing people. It doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's saying that it isn't my place to talk about these topics because I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm too young or because I don't have real life experience. And to an extent, you might be right. I'm not even gonna lie. To an extent, you might even be right. Who am I to say what's lawful and what's not? Who am I to say that everyone who has ever killed anyone did it because anyone who's ever killed anyone did it because they have a violent childhood? Who am I to say that? I'm no one. I'm just Beowulf. I'm just a guy that spends hours and hours on end playing video games and not murdering thousands of people, hundreds of people in a school because I saw it in a video game. I don't mean to get angry. That is not my goal of this video. My goal of this video is to inform you guys. Because there's been hundreds of people who said it. And the day it catches on is the day that I start learning to tap dance. But knowledge is power, guys. Be informed. Knowledge is power. Because everyone knows that people that empower themselves with knowledge will take their freedom. Anyways, I just want to let you guys know that violent video games aren't the cause. It could be a causing contributor, but it's not the main cause. And I could be wrong. Again, I'm not some psychologist that's had a 10-year study on this. I'm just a first-hand witness to video games, as many of you are. But that is my rant for the day, guys. I'll be posting the video from cnnnews.com that kind of started this whole video. And it's actually another YouTube video that I saw that it's from CNN that made me think of this. And I'll be posting that in the link description below.
Quack, quack, quack.
So thanks for watching, guys.
Quack, quack, quack.
Sorry that was on TeamSpeak. See you guys later. And yeah. Anyway.